I do have a question, one question first, and then I'll let some of our folks ask some questions. Um, you mentioned something that you said, and you said it, and then you kept going, and I thought it was profound. You said look for white space in an org chart, and I like that. There are so many other things here, but that one I kind of narrowed in on. Look for white space in an org chart. Can you go in a little bit more of that? I mean, so all these individuals that you're talking to, they're looking for a space on an org chart, right? They're looking for a pre-written job description and a hole. And it's like, okay, there's a job description and there it is. And that's going to be, and I'm trying to get all the stuff there and I'm going to get into that. But a lot of people, I think what I've heard you say, what I'm thinking about is, you've got that, you've solidified, now you've got that, right, in that org chart. And the next part is you go up and then you go up and you go up and you go up. And and what I'm hearing you say is, hey, look, there's not just that progression, right? There's other spaces inside the org chart. What just needs to be done? Filling empty gaps and things. Could you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah. The as a backdrop, in terms of solving problems, you'd see a new department manager or somebody would come in, and right away, everyone's fix was an org chart. It's where they started. And here's a job description. Here's what's got to get done. And I always told them, the last thing I want to look at is an org chart. I want you to talk to me about what needs to be done between this level and the next level. What is that? And I'm not big on process, but the word would be process. Here's what has to be done in the organization. Here's what has to be fixed or enhanced, needs to be done even better, is the process. And here's what that process looks like. Here's where it's broken. Here's what we need to do. So spend time as a leader really understanding the process and what needs to be done, and not so much about someone's job description. And we think that, just put a person in a box and it fixes everything. Well, this person is now responsible for IT. Well, what does that really mean? How is that person going to work cross-functionally, with the people in operations or finance in other areas, and what needs to be done? So if you spend time focusing on that white space and not just the person in that box, here's what it looks like. Because if you think about companies back in the old days, everybody followed what the military did. You had silos, right? You had a marketing silo, you have a sales silo, an IT silo, and everybody's silos. And then we tell you as a company, now go work across the silos. Your success is dependent upon how you work across those silos. And when you have problems, everybody's throwing stones across, and all that, fiefdoms and all this other stuff. So if you spend time figuring out how to build that multi-relationship, the process to work cross-functionally is to me, a lot more critical.